Well, guys, it has happened. Matthew Stafford and the Lions have come to, as they say, a mutual agreement that they're going to trade him. So I got a lot to say about this, and this is going to take a while. But, man, I'm going to just start off with telling y'all how I feel about it. It's a shocker. I'm in shock. I love what he brings to the game, his toughness, all of that. And please believe, any of y'all, all y'all Lions fans say like, oh, trade Stafford. We gonna feel this one. We gonna feel it, and we gonna feel it hard, and all y'all are gonna understand what everybody else that was a Stafford fan, as y'all want to say, been trying to tell y'all for the longest. Stafford, he may not be on your top 10 list or even your top 15 list, but he is a star quarterback in this league. He has never had anything to really work with. No defense, no run game. He only had 1,000-yard rusher, and that was in 2013. So I believe that he deserves it. If he wants to leave, hey, unfortunately, this is where we are. Let's feel this thing now for the next 2-3 years, and then maybe from there we talking about, hey, we moved on, it hurt, but we over it. Or maybe not, we don't know. But I will say this. This started all the way back in the beginning of the season. If y'all remember, when Matthew Stafford got hit with that positive coronavirus test, and Stafford and his wife went off and went in, and she wasn't just going off on the NFL as they tried to make it seem. It was about the Lions and the way the Lions handled it. Then how it affected her family and how the community that she lived in basically outcasted her and her whole family. Like, literally. Like, oh, well, your husband got corona, so that means that you live with him, so you and your kids do. Like, at that point in time is when all this started. Let's be real with it. Let's be real about it. That she took that and was like, you know what? I don't want my kids growing up in this situation. I cannot deal with this. Then she came back again later on and was talking about everywhere else around the country is open. They can go and do whatever they want to. But in Michigan, everything is still closed. She does not want to be there. She's tired of being there. Of course, she's there to support her husband. But guess what? Her husband's there to support her. And the situation is this. He's tired of losing. He's tired of getting his butt kicked, getting injured every week, every season, throwing bombs and still not winning games, putting his body, his life on the line, still not winning games. So he's tired of it. And he's like, look, I want to win. And I'm very sure that he wants to win here in Detroit, but he's tired of it. He's hurting. The same reason that Kelvin Johnson didn't want to be here. The only thing Kelvin Johnson did was said, oh, well, they're not going to trade me. I know they're not, so I'm just going to retire. That is the exact same thing that is going on with Matthew Stafford. Except for Matthew Stafford is not retiring. He just went to them and said, hey, I'm not here for this rebuild. I'm not here because, you know, I can't do a whole nother rebuild. I can't do a whole nother 4 years hoping and waiting. My career is moving on. I'm getting up there in age. I want to win. Because I'm very sure, y'all look at it like this. Dan Campbell or any of them coaches, I guarantee you any of them coaches, looking at the Lions record, would not have came here, would not have interviewed and wanted the job if their number one thought was Matthew Stafford may not be here. That was not the case. What the plan was, we have Matthew Stafford for 2 years. We're going to draft a quarterback, and then we're going to groom him under Matthew Stafford, and that's where we're going to go with this. We're going to go from there, and what happens, happens. If we get, a good enough team to make a run and we get in the playoffs, and Stafford got maybe a year left on his contract, or his contract is up and he still want to be here, then we may do another 2 years. That's how it would have played out. But now it's not going to play out like that. Now, I will say this. I think what may happen is this. The Lions want value for Matthew Stafford, and they may get it because it may turn into a bidding war, or the simple fact is he may just be here for those 2 years, or at least next year, or at least to the middle of next year, because $19 million is a lot to lose off the books to get nothing in return. And when I mean nothing, that's anything past a third round draft pick. And honestly, a second. If you're going to give me a second round pick, I better get a first next year. If I'm not getting the first this year. That's the absolute only way I'm doing this. I have to at least get 2 draft picks, and they have to be a first or a second or 2. Even if you want to do a first this year and a first next year, which I know for a fact that's not going to happen. But it has to be something like that. Or unless it's one of the teams that's in the top 5. And they say, okay, we'll give you our first round pick. And you give us Stafford and your first round pick. Then okay, yeah. But other than that, and even then, me personally, I'm still looking at, okay, you give me your first and then give me your third. Because I'm still giving up a quarterback and my first to only come out on the first. Nah. So, I mean, look, I think the Lions is going to try to get the value that they need. And if they cannot, they're going to say, hey, look, we're trying. Look at what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make sure we get something of what we feel as though your value is to us, and they're not giving it to us. So you want to stay here this next year, this 2 years, something. Let's maybe if you can just hold off and wait until next, whatever, something. But I don't think it's going to be like that, because I think there are out there that want him. I pray he does not go to Dallas, but that is a possibility. It is what it is. That is a possibility. I don't think he will, though. I mean, you got teams like the Colts that really, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about the Colts. I even heard something where they said the Colts GM was in Detroit yesterday or something, flew to go talk to Stafford, which at that time I'm like, how in the hell did that happen? Like, he's still under contract. You got to go talk to the Lions, like, whatever, all of that. So I think we got to look at it as, yes, there's a lot of teams that's going to want him, and if it gets into a bidding war, then yes, his value is going to go up, which is good for the Lions. But the thing that is not good for them is the fact that they are going to start next season with a rookie quarterback. And that rookie quarterback is going to end up getting thrown in the fire. Unless they can bring in a bridge. But what bridge is going to be worth it? Who they going to bring in that's actually going to play games and help them to win? Or even get them enough wins to say, okay, you did a good job. Because what's going to happen is that quarterback gonna come in and they gonna be losing bad, and what fans gonna say, oh, put in a rookie, and they're gonna be forced to put in a rookie, and it's gonna be Matthew Stafford all over again in 2009. Hopefully, fingers crossed, there are no injuries. He makes it through the season, and we're looking at a situation where it's Baker Mayfield. That's my hope. My hope in all of this, at the end of the day, is if Stafford is not here and they traded him, that we would luck up and get the next Baker Mayfield. I even wanted to be honest with y'all when Baker Mayfield was coming out. I was hoping the Lions did something then. See, my thing is this. I understand that you need to establish a rookie quarterback under a present quarterback. He needs to learn. He needs at least 1 year to understand the game, to understand the speed of the game, to get knowledge from somebody that actually has it. When you don't have that and you throw them out there into the fire, you risk it all. Some quarterbacks can take on the knowledge and learn and take their bumps and bruises, and you just like, okay, we gotta hold on for another year and we'll be good. But one thing the Lions has to do, if they're gonna do this right, if it's gonna be this way, when you draft that quarterback, hope to all God you get a first round pick for Stafford and another pick, because not only is that defense trash, you got to make sure that O-line is stacked. Your O-line and a run game is what you're going to need to help out your quarterback, this rookie quarterback, whoever it is. That's what you're going to need. That's exactly what you're going to need. So I ain't happy with it. I am a Stafford fan. Man, he didn't have some moments, some games where I'm just like, thank you, Matthew Stafford. But I don't really know at this point. To be honest with y'all, I don't know. Again, he gonna be the quarterback. I mean, I didn't watch the Lions try people like John Kitna, Dante Culpepper, C.J. McLeod, O.J. Sullivan, and Dan Orlovsky, and all these people, man. And every time a rookie came in, or even Joey Harrington, let's go back there to Joey Harrington. Like, man, he came in and they threw him out there and he couldn't even hold up. So we got to start somewhere, man. At the end of the day, this is what's happening. We ain't got no control over it, but understand that all y'all people that wanted him traded, all of this stuff, when he's gone, he's gone. And when y'all look and see him somewhere else, and he in the playoffs, and he winning games, and maybe even winning that championship, man, don't jump on that wagon. Don't do none of that, because y'all didn't understand the values of having a quarterback like Matthew Stafford. Y'all didn't understand that it wasn't Matthew Stafford, it was the pieces that was not put around him. You know, Luke G and them said it earlier. If y'all don't watch him, you know, J-Mo, Drew, all of them, man. If y'all don't understand, the Lions have never built a solid anything around him. When he had a good defense and Calvin Johnson wanted to leave, they should have traded him. They would have got, they probably would have got 3 first-round draft picks for him. We don't even know. And that could have been, the thing is this, receivers come dime a dozen. There's always one coming into the league. It's probably the easiest position to come in the league and actually perform at. So therefore, you can get a receiver. They can get a receiver. But the hardest position to come into this league and play is quarterback, and that is now what the Lions are about to have an issue with. I wish Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, all of them success. And I'm going to be here, man. I'm going to be rooting them on, but man, it is about to be rough. I'm done with this rant. It's sad, but it is what it is. Make sure y'all like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below what y'all think. What do y'all think the Lions can get for him? Who do y'all think is going to be willing to give for him? Or, you know, let me say picks. Like, who do y'all think, or what do y'all think they're going to give up for him? Please don't give me that Deshaun Watson. That ain't happening, bro. That ain't happening. I don't see that happening. So, I mean, if that's what you think, go ahead. But I don't see it happening. But yeah, thanks for watching, man. Sports on the Run. Let's get it.